little fox.
Birthday Fairies! The Bike Wish. Episode 1. New Fairies. Four fairies were moving into a secret grove. They were new birthday fairies. Their job was to grant children's birthday wishes.
I'm unpacked!
Sprite said.
Wow!
Bumble said.
You're fast!
I'm going to make Fairy Grove look pretty, Feather said. She hung wind chimes from a branch. Then she wrapped ribbons around a tree.
Looks nice.
Hobbs said as he unpacked. He yawned.
I wanted to be a tooth fairy. That job is much easier.
Bumble flipped through a training book.
I wonder when our first birthday wish will come.
He gulped.
What if I mess up?
Relax.
Sprite said. She snatched the book from Bumble and flew away.
Hey!
Bumble called.
Give it back!
Come and get it!
Sprite said. She zipped around, laughing. Bumble flew after her. He knocked into a branch.
Ouch!
Bumble rubbed his head.
This job does seem hard.
Feather nodded. We can't let any humans see us. Sprite laughed.
You three worry too much.
She sat on a branch and kicked her legs.
Being a birthday fairy will be fun!
Maybe we should study the rules, Feather said. Sprite giggled.
Who can catch the book?
She darted away again. Hob winked at the others.
Sprite, you're the fastest fairy ever!
He called.
None of us can catch you.
Sprite landed in front of him.
I am fast, aren't I?
She bragged.
Yes!
Hob took the book from her. The fairies gathered around the book. Feather started to read some rules. When a birthday fairy sees wish smoke,
Look!
Bumble cried. Smoke drifted through the park and into Fairy Grove.
Oh boy!
Bumble fell over with excitement.
Here comes our first birthday wish!
Birthday Fairies! The Bike Wish. Episode 2. A Wish Bit. Bumble flew around in circles.
A wish!
Feather watched the wish smoke. It's forming words!
A boy named Joey wants a bike.
Sprite said. The fairies looked at one another.
What do we do now?
Hob asked. Sprite checked the book.
We follow the smoke.
Hob groaned.
Oh, I hope it's not a long flight.
The smoke led to a house in town. The fairies peered through a window.
Joey and his family.
Bumble whispered. Feather made a face.
Yuck! He has an army cake. It's not very pretty.
Suddenly, Joey's brother glanced up. He looked right at the fairies.
Hide!
Sprite cried. She turned into a twig. Feather turned into a feather. Hob became a leaf. Bumble took a deep breath.
You can do this.
He told himself. He turned into a mushroom. Bruce rubbed his eyes. What's the matter, Bruce? Joey asked.
I thought I saw something,
Bruce said.
but it was nothing. Mom, there's a mushroom on our window.
Don't be silly.
Joey's mom said. Soon the fairies changed back to themselves. They flew to a tree. Hob moaned.
Oh, I told you this job was hard.
Sprite rolled her eyes.
Let's go to the Wish Factory. We can find out what to do there.
Blinks was in charge of the Wish Factory. He glared at the fairies.
What do you want?
We have to grant a boy's wish
Sprite said.
for a bike.
Blinks held out his hand.
Where's the wish bit?
Huh?
Bumble said.
Wish bit?
Blinks rolled his eyes.
Didn't you read the training book? I need something that belongs to the birthday kid. Then I can make the gift. Get something from him, and don't get caught.
Birthday Fairies! The Bike Wish. Episode 3. Trapped. It was nighttime. The fairies were outside Joey's house.
How do we get in?
Bumble whispered.
I see an open window.
Sprite said.
Come on.
The fairies flew up to Joey's room. As they slipped inside, Bumble gasped.
There are 2 beds. This is Bruce's room, too.
Just then, Bruce rolled over. He was talking in his sleep. Hob hissed.
Don't wake him. Let's grab something and go.
Feather spotted a shiny rock next to Joey's bed.
That rock is pretty.
She said.
Let's get it.
No!
Hob said.
That's too close to him. Let's take something easy. Like this.
He pointed to a book on the floor. Bumble frowned as he looked around.
How do we know what belongs to Joey? Some of this stuff must belong to Bruce.
Good point, Bumble.
Sprite said. Sprite flew around the room. Then she pointed to a cabinet.
There!
The name Joey was written on the door.
He probably keeps his special things in there.
Feather helped Sprite open the door. One shelf was filled with rows of tall toy soldiers.
We can't take a soldier.
Hob said.
They're as big as we are.
Sprite grinned and pulled a pouch from her pocket.
Time for some shrinking powder.
Sprite sprinkled powder on one soldier. It shrank to the size of a button.
Perfect.
Bumble reached for the tiny soldier. Then, clunk! He knocked into a big one. The big soldier crashed to the floor. Thud! The fairies froze as Bruce sat up in bed. He blinked in surprise.
Whoa! Those tiny people are back.
Bruce jumped out of bed.
I'm going to catch you!
He growled. He grabbed his pillowcase and ran at the fairies.
Little Fox.